Want to see my sketchbook? This is my sketchbook, don't worry about the stain. It's basically just my ideas for animation that I just put on the sketchbook. Well, most of it at least. I finished the sketchbook I'd say a few months ago. I don't really remember the exact time that I did finish it, but I finished it and it was a while ago, so. Anyways, enough wasting your guys' time. Let's get into it. First one was just me just copying this one panel from JJK. It's on chapter 197 if you guys are curious. The next one, I don't really know how to explain this, but the right one is supposed to be a redraw of the left one, so I'll give you that. Just a dude just palming his hands on the ground, and it'll probably make a big ass explosion. It looks like his hands are catching on fire as well, so yeah. The person is grasping his hands, and while doing so, a large ass hand starts to protrude out the ground, and he can control the hand as he wishes. And if you see in the top right corner of the sketchbook, you can see a triangle, and that's gonna be a little teaser of what's to come. It's just a bow staff person and the swordsman clashing against each other. This is one of the earlier ones too that I was really proud of because I got perspective pretty good on this one. So I was like, hell to the fuck yes. Okay, this one's gonna be a little bit tricky to talk about, but I'll try my best. So pointing is this guy's shtick, and when pointing, he makes a line that only he can see. And if you're in the range of the lines area of activity, which let's say 5 meters, he can create these circles that'll probably one-shot you. As you can see with the dude on the bottom, his arm gets severed, and he can control where these circles are placed anywhere that's in the area of the line that he's created with his pointing finger. The inspiration I got for this ability was from either middle school or high school when I was doing math. We were doing this thing called scatterplot, where there was just a bunch of dots on a graph, but all of these dots are going in a consistent direction. And then we place a line that would best fit the direction that the dots are going. I mean, if you look at the graph, it looks pretty cool, doesn't it? This one's just a slap, and it was not because of Chris Rock and Will Smith, but oh, this one's a fun ability I can talk about. So the whole premise of this dude's ability in the forefront is basically his hands have the power to propel things, whether it be debris or columns, whatever, you name it. It could be a car that he can push in front of him with minimal effort. And the thing that's cutting the column down for the dude in the foreground, that's just, that's its only purpose, is to cut down stuff so that the dude in the foreground can just push it, And the dude in the background just cuts the column that was sent by the dude in the foreground. Yeah. Oh, right, that was not his ability. Wait a minute. Oh, fuck, I forgot. So his ability... Okay, this is gonna be weird, so I'm gonna try my best to explain this. So the dude in the foreground's ability, it's a two-step process. So let's use the column that I was... you can see in the sketchbook. So when he touches that cut column with his right hand, he can use his left hand to point where he wants that column to go. So theoretically, let's say you throw a car at him. As the car is getting to him, he touches the car with his right hand, and then with his left hand, he starts to point at you, and the car starts to go at you really fast. But I do like the first one though. I do like that. Maybe I just combine them both somehow. Ooh. Maybe. That sounds good. It's Gojo shit. I had a JJK face, I'm gonna be real. A character in my world is going berserk mode, and by doing so, he's destroying the world basically by his sheer just rage and aura. Just a very rough sketch of what the world is basically gonna look like. This is also a very rough sketch of what one of the planets looks like when you're, on the planet in my world. This is where I also started using markers, which I got from my local art store. Alright, yeah, doesn't look that bad. As you can see, I started going crazy with the markers. This was also for art class, so yeah, it looks nice. This one, I was actually surprised how good this turned out. It's just a samurai cutting a dude down, and I had the idea to break the manga panel as he's going through, and I was like, yo, this could be pretty cool. Yeah, it turned out pretty cool, I'll say that. This one's also for art class, but it was basically just like another version of the other skydiving one that I showed you guys. So yeah, nothing really to talk about here. This one was just when he's about to hit the ground, he's gonna like shoot a fireball or something like that. But I do like the brush pen work that I did with this one. This was also one where I was trying to do more hands, like close up on hands, and like do more hand formations because that was like one of my weak spots, so I wanted to try and do more hands. Yeah, it looks okay. Looks okay. Could have been better, I guess. Oh, if you were wondering why there's a sand like drawing, it's because I was hanging out with my cousins while drawing this. So this dude's ability, whenever they have like a weapon that they have in their hands, they can enlarge it to fucking mountain level sizes. And they can like wield it like it's just another like weapon to them. To the other person, it's like getting hit with a mountain, but to the dude that's like wielding the weapon, it just feels like another hammer to them, you know? And you can see in here that this dude just like chops this dude in half, if you can see like right here. Yeah, pretty fire. This one's also for art class, which is like another like perspective, like another version of like the skydiving thing. Yeah, we don't need to worry about this. This one. Okay, so I don't know where to start with this. So I'm not really gonna talk about this, like the dude's ability, because it's gonna take a really long time. So all I'm gonna say is that he's chucking mountains. The samurai cuts this titan in half, and something cool happens afterwards, but I'm gonna keep that a secret for now. And here's a little fun fact for you guys. I already have this fully rendered out and everything, and it's supposed to be the same thing, so hey, a fun fact. This is basically just Gojo vs Sukuna, but I wanted to do like a cool manga like panel thing, but I already I guess did Gojo vs Sukuna, which is Gojo vs Sukuna, but it's like low budget. So if you guys want to go see that, go on my YouTube. This funny little sketch is actually the predecessor to my last video, believe it or not. Honestly, I really love looking at this one because it just has so much oomph to it and so much impact. It looks really nice. This one, I don't really know what I was trying to go for here, but I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I think I was just like on the last sketch high because it looked really good, and so I kind of wanted to recreate it or something like that. So I just came up with this, which honestly kind of took inspiration from the Benimaru scene from Fire Force. I mean, it doesn't look bad, so yeah. Yeah. We don't talk about this. We don't talk about this one. This sketch was for a like potential Porter Robinson like get your wish animation. Yeah, that's basically it. This one's basically just a sniper just shooting from a high ass place. Pretty self-explanatory if you see it. One thing I do wish I did better though on was just the like the bullet trails. I wish, you know, it looked way more cleaner and stuff like that. But yeah, looks fine. This one honestly didn't really come from a meaningful place. I just kind of drew it because why not? I do like the clouds that I did though with the like the brush pen markers. Yeah, that looks really nice. This one I'm really proud of because I got the fingers to look really good. Basically, I was like watching this YouTube video on like how to draw hands, and one of the things they recommended was draw the fingers first, then the palm second, and or like try to connect the fingers as like the palm and stuff like that. So I was like, huh, I'll try that. And wow, it looks really good. We don't talk about the left hand though. We don't talk about that. But the right hand looks really good. This sketch, if I remember, is basically the predecessor to Toby. The Toby animation that I did like a while back. So if you haven't seen that, you should go watch it. But I'm debating if I want to give him an ability or not. Cause like he's so fun to animate, but if I add like another layer to him, I feel like that kind of defeats the purpose somehow. I'll figure it out later. But yeah, this dude's whole shtick is his hammer. His hammer is like, as you can see in the sketch, a huge ass like base, like, you know, the club, but the handle is super thin, like a needle, and it's like pretty hard to like carry over your head like constantly because it's just fucking heavy. Even if you're like jacked to all hell, you would probably hold it over your head like for 10 seconds max, probably. So this guy's whole shtick is to fight while the hammer's on the ground constantly with the handle like going up. And if you want to see it in action, go watch the Toby animation like I told you earlier. It's a pretty good animation. No sound effects though, unfortunately, because back then I didn't really like do sound effects that often, so, but it's still a good animation. Finger. Oh, this will probably be a fun one to talk about. So basically the dragon that you see in the sketch is a projection, but it can still like fight you and shit. And so this projection belongs to a king that's like ruling a planet right now. And this king's ability is to basically just project like mystical animals like dragons, beasts, lions, phoenixes, anything that's like mystical, I guess. And the kingdom, whenever like the king gets into like a battle or something that's like very high stakes, the kingdom would play this like, I guess, lion dance music that basically buffs his king. And so when this like lion dance music plays in his kingdom, his projections get bigger and stronger and stronger and stronger. And that happens for like all of his projections. The inspiration for this one was pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. Me and my family and my cousins were celebrating Tet, which is just Lunar New Year's. And for some context, my brother's a lion dancer. Like he dances as a lion with like another dude that's like inside that like suit too. And so like out of nowhere, my brother and his team of lion dancers start to like do lion dancing to like, you know, surprise all of us. And it worked. It was like really cool. This one is just like a close-up sketch to like another like earlier sketch that I did that I showed you guys. I'll put it up on screen right now. Just a dude snapping his fingers. This one is another Gojo vs Sukuna, but this one I haven't shown yet, so it's like exclusive shit. Woo! This one is just a sketch of my brother-in-law's OC, and it comes from his book, The Immortal General, which is, I heard it was a really good book. I haven't read it yet, but you guys should go read it. This one was just me trying to play with perspective. This sketch was a predecessor to the one Rayman animation that I did, which you guys should go watch. I'll put all the videos that I've mentioned and like link in the description below, so you guys should go check it out. No, this is where I started naming my sketches. So this one is basically very self-explanatory from the text. Lore accurate Dante and Virgil. Yeah, I have an idea of what I want to do with this like animation idea, but yeah, no guarantees though that I'll do it. But yeah, this one is yeah. Leon is an OC of mine, and Wukong is like a variation that I came up with when it comes to Wukong, and it was probably already obvious, but I'll say it right now. Every sketch that like has a triangle in it are all like in this like same universe basically. Oh yeah, this. I was trying to like sketch a banner or something with like all the things that I've like posted on like this channel and stuff. Never came to fruition, but yeah, some food for thought, I guess. These ones were just simple sketches, like the title says. And it was also me just trying to, I guess, do more hand practice. And dude, the one on the right looks really good. This one was me trying to do a hand position. I want to say it looks good, but I don't know. It might just be me, but I can't really tell. I don't know if you can tell, but I don't really know what I was trying to do here. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know where this like idea came from, but it really does give me like Dark Souls vibes in a sense. I am really proud of this one. I didn't expect how good it was gonna look, I'm be real. I guess the main issue I have with this is the shorts. It kind of looks like it's going in like two separate directions. This one is also a sketch page. I tried to do like I guess an Asian squat approach, but I somehow ended up making their legs and hands or legs and arms super like long somehow. And I also on the right did hand sketches to like practice. Here also is like some hand like sketches, like hand practice sketches. And in the next page is also like face sketches so that I can get better when it comes to making expressions and stuff like that. Honestly, this came from nothing as well. I don't really remember why I was trying to make this, but it looks nice, so eh. Here are some other sketches that I was doing with like more dynamic movement and shit. And on the right, more hand sketches. I gotta get that hand practice in. This one is just an extreme close-up of like a sword, like in like a first-person perspective. You can see like the dude like holding his hands up on like each side of like the page. Here's some more sketches that I was doing as well. This one's with the bowstaffmen and the swordsmen like fighting while going down the manhwa format comic. This one is just extreme throwing. I don't know if you can see it, but that's a dude throwing like something. In this sketch, I have this planet that's being like covered by a dragon, and this dragon is like sleeping while wrapped around this planet as well. This one I was like playing around with perspective as well. This dude uses his pencil as a weapon. Think of The Second Coming from Alan Becker's like animator versus animation, where he uses like drawings and they just like come to life and shit. This is basically a dramatic scene that's happening, and I'm not gonna explain like in full detail what this sketch is, but I'll tell you that it's a dramatic scene that's happening. This is basically just a close-up of the swordsman that I've been showing you throughout like the sketchbook. This is like a close-up of his face. He's wearing a rice hat and everything, and has earrings. I kind of just added that last minute, I'm not gonna lie. This is another OC that I came up with like for the world. I'll explain them briefly. This dude basically uses his book as like a conduit for his magic, and it's also like the traditional trope of if you get rid of his book, he can't use magic. And the way that he does like a spell is basically he pours his mana into like a page. Each page has like a spell, like an individual spell that it has. And so he flips through pages to find the spell that he wants, and if he finds a spell that he wants, he pours his mana into said page, and that page will, you know, create the spell or do that spell. Yeah. Oh yeah, so this is a place I came up with for like the world. It's called the Portal, and I'm not really gonna explain what this place is yet. You'll just have to wait and see. This is like an early animation idea that I came up with. Basically, this dude gets back from like fantasy work, I don't know where. He gets back and starts to sleep at his desk because, you know, work is kind of tiring. This one's an animation idea sketch that I had for Outer Wilds, and when I was making this, I just finished Outer Wilds, and I was like, I need to animate this. But I already have like so many other animations that I have like lined up. But when I do have time to, you know, do an animation for Outer Wilds, I'm going in. There's some more sketches. I'll be real, I don't know where this came from. Oh, this one's funny. So basically, whenever I'm like in my kitchen, I would always like imagine that I'm like swinging a sword or something, and it would always be like the same swing, either from like a claymore or like a really big like great sword. And so that's what the sketch is. Okay, how do I explain this? Okay, so this guy is like another ruler of like a planet, and this dude has like two abilities basically, each represented by like the palm of his hands. His left hand like summons a bunch of projectiles. I don't know what projectiles, but projectiles nonetheless. And his right hand, how do I explain this? Remember the main antagonist from God of High School? His fucking palm ability is basically that. And I forgot what happens when he claps both his hands together to do like a prayer or something. I only remember that like something big happens, but I can't like remember exactly what. This one is just an OC of mine just looking over like the landscape, like the sunset and shit like that. This one is the magician from the other sketches, just meeting like a person on water. Okay, this one's like kind of all over the place, and that's my bad. Basically, a fight's happening on like this mountain, and the squiggly lines that you see like all over the sketch is like trails of like the two combatants. Oh yeah, I had this idea of like a sticky note animation. I don't really know how to explain it, but I'll just show a video. Oh, this one. So basically, a fast object is like coming at this dude at full speed, and this dude has an ability to, I guess, stock inventory. If you guys have seen like Fate Zero, Fate Stay Night, it's basically just a bootleg Gilgamesh. But yeah, a fast moving object is like coming at them at like high speed, and this dude just summons like 5 layers of shields. This one is just a Nujabes animation that I want to do one day in the future, I guess. You. Oh yeah, this. So basically, a person in this world can like bend energy. Like if you throw like a Kamehameha or something, this dude can like spread the beams out and just like fucking demolish it or some shit. Or do like whatever. This is a scene that happens in Sakamoto Days, which is a fire-ass manga, and I want to do this animation one day. Yeah, I'm not really going to talk about this one, but it does fall in the same world. This is the same dude with the sketch of the 5-layer shield, and also the dramatic scene as well. And this is just him pulling a sword out while also spying on this one vehicle that's like going on the road. And yeah, that's it. That's my entire sketchbook. Wow. Holy shit. If you've made it this far, wow, thank you a lot. You should like and subscribe. Is that what those YouTubers say? And yeah, that's it. I don't know, end this. Bye? Bye.